Griffin, you're in upper sixth in so this is probably your last chance of winning anything with the school.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed this year?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster, up and down, I suppose, after losing the semi-final, but then being given the chance to go down to All Ireland has, like, after that we really got our heads into it, and we think we can win it, and that's been pushing us on. So.
Was there any momentum from the boys winning the McGeehan before Christmas, or was that a motivation for the girls?
Well, I suppose because since they go down to be All Ireland and then we go down, I think that's been motivation for us as well, because we're going to the same level as them. So we think what we're doing is as good as what they're doing, which has been motivation for us.
Yeah, and has been a good atmosphere then with the boys and the girls training around the same time, and you're both talking about All Irelands.
Yeah, I suppose we can bond with each other over it, and then because we're both going down, we're both training, and we're both talking about the days of the week we're training, and it's kind of just the school atmosphere just feels like camogie and hurling at the minute.
Okay, and has that taken away much from your studies?
I suppose trying not to, but to a certain extent, sort of, because you are out training and stuff more, and your mind's mostly focused on this match. You're trying to work, but your mind's somewhere else thinking about this match, the excitement, nerves, everything else.
But it probably helps you to organise yourself a lot better.
It does, because you're thinking, I have training at this time, so I need to be doing work from this time to this time, and squeezing it all through. So you almost are in a schedule, and you're sorting your life out almost to certain times of the day, getting stuff done.
You also play football, don't you?
Yeah.
And were you involved late with the club then, with the football?
We were going until late November, so I sort of missed the start of the camogie just because we were in Ulster and stuff. And then I missed most of the league games, only played one. But since then there was a massive gap between then and after Christmas when the semi-finals and all that was. So I trained a lot between then, and that's sort of where I got my position on the team between them times.
I know that you're enjoying this thing, but you're really going flat out then from the beginning of last year.
I haven't really had a break since. Our football season ended, and then it was straight into camogie the week after, because that was when we were really starting to get our heads down. And most other clubs, because they had been finished, other than the likes of Glenravel and stuff who were still going, but most other clubs had been finished, so they were trying to get their fitness back. So we were doing runs and stuff in training, whereas I still felt that I was at my peak fitness because of playing football up until that stage. So it was kind of a continuous loop for me almost.
Right. Your Aunt Elaine has been at a lot of your matches, but she's going to miss the final on Sunday. Or Saturday, sorry.
She'll be here, so I suppose it's bad in both ways, because we can't go down to support their county match, and that she can't come to support ours, because she has actually been at all of my games, so she has obviously coming down to support, but also seeking out the competition, I suppose.
Is she down because she's related to you, or is she hunting for you now to join the senior panel?
Well, I don't know about that. Maybe some other people, not necessarily me, but maybe a bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah, but does it help her that those people that sat involved in camogie are coming to your matches and possibly giving you a wee bit of advice?
Well, it pushes you on. You want to impress them as well, because they are so high up in the camogie. You don't want to be making a bad name for yourself.
Yeah, and the rest of the team there, you won the third year competition and every year were coming through, but you missed out on with COVID and the juniors. Was that a big disappointment?
That was a big disappointment, because the year where I'm the oldest and them younger ones coming through, them ones are all so good and our year is so good, that's the age group you look forward to playing the most. And then because we did miss that, this is our last opportunity, because we did miss that, so it's put a bit more pressure on us to do well here, because you do enjoy it so much. Okay,
were you aware that there was a back door from after the St Pat's match, or did you find out before that or after? When did you find out?
I found out after. I didn't know it was there before. In the change rooms after, they hinted something about the year wasn't over, but they didn't even tell us after then. It was a couple of days after until they told us.
And how did you feel then when you got that? Did you feel I don't really want to go for it again?
It was sort of mixed emotions. It was how do we lift our heads up after being beat, but at the same time, when you put it into perspective, it's still an All Ireland. You're not going to complain about anything, and the teams you're playing are still going to be a good quality, and you have another chance, so why would you not take it?
But the momentum is built up now, obviously, in the last week and this week going into the final. There's a lot of excitement around the school.
Yeah. we got out some classes there, I suppose, and like put up posters around the school, and like we had a wee bake sale there, and like crepes and a draw, and that was really getting the excitement up. Like in break, the foyer was packed with pupils and everyone was really excited. And then I heard there's 3 supporters buses going, which is great support from the school, and like I think the whole first year Camogie team are going, which is good because they're all coming out to support us. So
Well, that's about handing it on to the next group.
yeah, so suppose we're like their idols, I suppose, whenever they're looking up at us, but bit of pressure, but
You're fine.